Stop scrolling just for a second and look at yourself, your life, your brain. Are you trying to fit everything neatly into boxes labeled perfect, done, and acceptable? And guess what? There's no perfectly tied up version of you. That mythical whole self is just a marketing campaign. The liberating truth is that the messy, chaotic, crying in your pajamas moments, the detours, the unplanned setbacks, that is where your growth lives. Now, if you're ready to stop pretending, lean into the chaos and finally embrace your life without filters, you're in the right place. Look, Instagram is a fun place. If you enjoy comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel, it warps your perception of reality. Suddenly, everyone else seems to have it all together while you are trying to keep a plant alive and still remember to eat lunch. Society doesn't help either. Have it all together, be productive, stay fit, be likable, succeed at work, succeed at life. And if you can't do it, you're failing, right? Wrong. That's not a blueprint. It's an impossible checklist designed to make you feel small. Acknowledging that everyone is messy beneath the surface is the first step to self-acceptance. You're not behind. You're just human. Now, here's where the fun starts. The ugly cry, the plans that completely derail, the moments you scream into a pillow because nothing is going right. Guess what? That's actually where insight lives. Think about it. When you try to force control over life, everything feels rigid, brittle, and suffocating. But when things fall apart a little, you are forced to pivot, to notice new paths, to see yourself in ways perfection never allows. The growth mindset isn't about get through it fast. It's about leaning into the discomfort, learning the lessons that only show up when life is messy. Now let's talk about the big scary word, vulnerability. Sharing your story, letting someone see your messy, unpolished self is terrifying. But there's a twist. Connection, empathy, understanding, and even the opportunities come from showing up your authentic self, your flawed self. Letting go of control is part of it too. Not everything needs a plan, and sometimes surrendering to the chaos, releasing the rigid expectations and saying, I don't have to have this figured out yet, is the bravest, most transformative thing that you can do. Your imperfections are not liabilities. Listen to that. Your imperfections are not liabilities. They're your superpowers. Self-doubt is just a doorway to self-compassion if you're willing to walk through it. So how do you find wholeness when everything is messy? By redefining success. Internal peace is greater than external validation. Again, internal peace is greater than external validation. Moments of calm, clarity, and self-respect matter more than checking boxes on society's list. Start small. Celebrate tiny wins. Notice when you're controlling too much and practice letting go. Accept that the process itself is where growth happens. And as it turns out, there's actual science behind why leaning into the mess and celebrating small wins rewires your brain for contentment. Something we'll dive into the next video. The messy middle isn't a detour, it is the path. Each detour, failure, or tear-filled night is part of the tapestry of who you're becoming. Here's the final thought. There is no one-size-fits-all roadmap to wholeness. Your blueprint is yours alone. So treat yourself with kindness, honor your struggles, and embrace your detours. The magic happens when you lean into imperfection, when you give yourself permission to be a work in progress without guilt. So start today. Start messy, chaotic, imperfectly perfect. You are enough, and your journey is exactly what it needs to be. Now, I want to hear from you. What is one part of your life where you're learning to embrace the mess instead of forcing perfection? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation about celebrating the messy middle together. If you like this, go ahead and subscribe, give it a like. It helps the algorithm know that this content is actually worth something. Bye.